Hey there, it's Vampire Logan here. We're gonna start our stream here. We're still just doing a little bit of maintenance because all the characters have leveled up, and I'm just trying to get a map into the game. So just bear with us for a few minutes. But yeah, maybe if one of you guys wants to recap last time, I can concentrate on getting that map.
Yeah, sure. I mean, last time we saw our heroic friends. We were just wrapping up the large game of Juggernaut, and we won, and then we were suddenly an unprovoked attack came in from our big bad demon and possessed dude.
Bagoda.
What's that?
Bagoda, leader of
Bagoda.
the Bearskins.
Yep. Go to the hut.
Bagoda the hut.
And yeah, he attacked us on the pitch, and he pretty much took out the trainer guy, and then came after me and took me down in one hit, and then was about to do the same to everyone else, but we retreated.
Actually, he took out our Minotaur in one hit.
I think he almost took him out. He still had like another bar of damage.
I don't think so. I think he was down. It was two. He had one or used one. No, he hit him twice, and on the second hit he was down.
Oh, I think it was Ulf actually, because Ulf was down there. Yeah, you're right. It was the Minotaur.
It was a Minotaur.
Yeah, I think he got 2 attacks on him and he got him down in two strikes, yep. And then someone healed him.
Well, then the thing pretty much ended.
Oh, actually, yeah, you guys.
At the dock.
What happened was, Eiley, I think, used his healing word on him so he could get away.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And then Valina brought Paulian up, and you guys both were able to run in different directions to get away. And the Bagoda got distracted by some explosions happening.
Yes, down at the docks. He said, "Oh shit," and then he disappeared.
Yeah. And that's where we finished off. I think he teleported. You also noticed before you left that he teleported in small jumps to get to the top of the arena, and then he teleported away where you couldn't see him.
The coward. I almost had him.
I think only one person managed to do like 2 points of damage to him.
It was probably Eiley.
He threw a rock at him or something.
Yes, it was not Zero.
Yeah, I think Zero was the first one off the map. Okay, so let's show the map here so people can see it. Oh, that map and also this one. So this was the final. Zoom. Come on, zoom. So yeah, this is where we left off. So Bagoda was here. He basically teleported away. Who's F? Oh, that was the demon he summoned, the Phoenix Spirit. And then you guys had gotten through the... Oh yeah, you guys had to jump through a wall of fire that he had put up over the exit. But everybody made it through, I think. Oh wait, didn't somebody go down when they went through the wall of fire? Oh no, yes. I think...
Zero might have.
He only has 8 points of damage here, so...
I think he was healed and got away.
Oh, okay.
Or something happened like that. It wasn't the end of the world anyway.
No.
Yeah. He got hit, I think, pretty bad, but it didn't take as much damage. And then you took a lot of damage, but then we realized that you also had your you made your save and you had your natural Dragonborn resistance to fire. Yeah, so that's where we were. Okay, let me grab this image. No, not like that. Oh, import files. And I really hope they fix the way you import images and stuff in this game. Hey, it worked. Okay, so that was big enough to, or small enough to fit in. All right. Stretch it out and zoom in. Oh yeah, let me share it.
Oh, the old question mark with the X in it.
Okay, so this, in case you wanted to kind of know where everything was. This would have been nice for me to have created before, but when you guys were out in the area. So I'm not sure if the farms are kind of around the city or like in the open area, but I've put them here, so this is where they are now. I think we described going around the city, but I don't think there's any room for where that would be. So, plus if it's, the city is called Hill's Edge, I decided to put some hills next to it, so it would be appropriately named. So there's no real.
Otherwise, it would be Water's Edge.
Yeah, exactly. Lake's Edge. But anyway, so there's a big hill here, and then there's a road that goes through. So the gray part is the road. The farms are below. The shanty town's kind of in the middle. And these hexes are approximately a mile per hex. So the bearskin main camp that you get scouted out is over on the right there, and then that scout camp where you took out the patrol was a little further ahead. And then to the north, where the hidden hobgoblin ships was there. And then somewhere even further north than that is where that spring was, where you fought the jackal weirs, I think it was. And so that, I haven't put that up there, but that's up where somewhere, this river basically is that springs. And then this is the lake, and then the river goes up further and also continues down towards the ocean.
Right, and now something about the hobgoblin ships being able to get into position was unlikely. What was that?
No, we figured that they would have been potentially flown in. The chances of them to travel through the waterways was very slim.
Yeah,
right. So why was that though?
Because there's well, actually, when I looked on the map, there's actually a few more places along the way that they would have had to portage around. So it probably took them a while to get up here, and it will be difficult for them to get away if, because there's basically one town, one fort along this river going to the east, southeast, and then there's a town. This river leads to the inner sea, and there's another fortress at the entrance of that where that river lets out into the sea, and that one's called Sea Guard, and it's the two fortresses are part of a country of knights that kind of protects the main entrance to getting onto the plateau. So they kind of keep an eye on that, so they would have had to have somehow gotten around those two fortresses plus another city that are bordering on this river. So it definitely would have taken a lot of work, but they do have that airship, so.
Right. So
it was not easy for them to get here, so you don't have to worry about them like getting reinforcements or anything. Unless I guess someone else can do that, but you suspect that it would be pretty hard to do all that without being noticed.
It is only 3 warships and an airship. Come,
Yeah.
child's play.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's all there was for this. Yeah, so I think that's it. So I guess we can get started. So first things first. So Bagoda has left. People ran screaming from the arena when he attacked Phineas, and then proceeded to walk down the stairs or the stands and attack you guys. So, including Pormathal, he also ran for it. And so Velina caught up with you. You haven't seen what happened to Treo and Mithra.
Right.
So what's the plan? You're in 2 separate groups right now, so let's just look at that for a sec.
Well, I think myself and Zero and Eiley. I'm not sure about Ulf. Depends which direction he goes, if he's going to try to climb the wall or come around. But we will make our way to the box where Paulian was.
Okay, so I mean, you got the tunnel you're going through. There is a passageway down to the underneath the arena where all the gladiators are and the imprisoned ones. So you could all meet down there.
Yes, but we don't know what shape Paulian is in. We were a bit distracted with big things down on our end.
Okay. Anyway, Ulf yells to Bale, who I guess climbed up there.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he made a sneak roll. Remember
right. It. So Ulf yells to Bale, "Meet you in the underground." Okay, and then he runs to catch up with you. So he goes through the wall.
Okay. Off to the underground we go.
Yeah. Okay, and then Bale comes to you guys and says, "We got to get underground." Velina has grabbed the head of Phineas, and Bale grabs the body, and you guys run for it. She cast a gentle repose on him so he wouldn't decompose or get to a point where you couldn't use a lower level raise on him. And she looks to you and says, "What do we do now?" And Bale tells you that he said to meet them underground.
It's all you, Paulian.
They're looking to you, Paulian.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we meet everyone underground.
Okay, as you're heading down there, Treo runs up to you and says, "Hey guys, we got Mithra in place to replace Pormathal when he gets home. What happened here?"
We got attacked by Bagoda. It's really bad.
Yeah, I heard some explosions near the docks.
Yeah, that's why he's not here anymore. I don't know what that was. You have any idea?
I just got here from the castle. So do you want Mithra to proceed?
Ugh.
We have a signal set up, so if I give the signal, he'll go for it when he gets home.
You know what? Let's do it.
All right, he says, "I'll go do that." So he runs off to get that set up. All right, and you guys head down to the underneath.
Yes. Gotta meet up with everyone.
I close off this map then. And so you're in the underground where all the people, gladiators who were not participating in the in the game you just had are, and they are still locked up. None of the managers that were free seem to be there. So it's just the gladiators, and even the staff is gone.
Well, it seems like freedom time.
Freedom! All right, and the gladiators that are down there, that one dwarf that you befriended that you threw on the spike, he says, "Hey, what's going on up there? Everybody just left."
No hard feelings, but I'm afraid I have to let you out now.
He goes, it's about time. And all the other gladiators cheer. Yeah, freedom! And they go,
yes,
is it the revolution time? Some guy says.
I think it probably is.
All right. Okay, and the tiefling is there too. That one that your dagger wanted to kill.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, yeah, time to fuck some shit up.
I knew he was evil.
There's the proof I need.
Yep.
Except you. All right.
You and I have a private talk in another room.
I got a special mission for you.
Yes, I have a cunning plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you let all these guys out. I assume that you either find the keys or you're just able to break the locks with
I smash the locks.
One of your weapons. Yeah, they get out, and there is a locked room that has all the gear in it. And so I assume between the group of you can, or even just...
We'll try to break down the door.
Hey, use your new ability.
Exactly.
Okay, go for it. See if you can do it in one blow, otherwise it'll just take some time.
1 second.
So it just gives you
First.
advantage, I assume, right?
Yes.
That is
21.
good enough. You bust through that
Bust
door.
through the door.
And start handing out weapons and armor.
Flying.
So the gladiators get in there and get all the gear that they're used to using and get all equipped up. And this gives you enough time to... basically, it takes about an hour for them to kind of get freed and sorted and armed up. And then that'll give you guys enough time to get your short rest. And just to keep things like moving and not have to like force you guys to take a long rest before you do get into what's going to happen next, I'm going to say because you leveled up, a short rest will be enough to get back all of your abilities just for this situation.
Excellent. Clear off my rage because I'm so angry. Oh, right.
Okay, so I will take... long rests with... Oh, why is it? Oh, yeah, I have to do that. Where's my device? Here we go. Okay, and then when that... Let's move this image over here. I wish this is that a minimize? What does that do? Wait, what? What did that just do?
What?
Oh, Oh, that
See
made
anything?
it full screen. I'm on my I'm on the on my DM's version of it, so it's not doing. I'm just trying to set this up so I can. Oh, okay, that did it. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it so I can have this. It's not easy to have these maps in like a. Oh, I can use a hotkey. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm just trying to minimize the windows, but it doesn't have like a minimize button, so.
Mm.
And I don't think I need that map anymore. Alright, now what was I looking for again? Oh yeah, I gotta go to each character and get their hit points back. Oh, I guess you'd have to use. When you get a long rest, you can use your hit dice, right? Or does that?
When you get a long rest, you get your hit points back.
You just get them all back
When you
every
short
time?
rest, you get your.
You can use hit dice. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you get all that back. Okay, there. I thought there was some way I could just do. Give them long rest. Oh, yeah, I gotta remove them from that. Yeah, I guess I just better clear the Oh yeah, I should delete your characters from the combat tracker anyway, because you got new ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then since you got a new character sheet, it shouldn't have any conditions or anything on it, so that should be fine. Wish there was a way I could just take someone from the combat tracker and copy it into an NPC, because I did all those changes to make Valina and Phineas. I don't want to just delete it. Alright, I'll just leave them in there. Brush, delete. Oh yeah, Bale was unconscious. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the NPCs with their damage. So Bale's still a little wounded. I guess Velina can cast a couple cure wounds on him while you guys are waiting. So let's just say 2. So 8 and 5 is 13 off, so 8. And then another. Okay, that's 16. Okay, so he's a little injured still. She's going to save some spells.
Don't understand why. What could go wrong?
She's actually probably used up most of hers. Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. I should make a note of that, actually. There's no place to put... I guess I could just show how many are left. Yeah, it says there how many she should have. Okay, so I'll say she's used up all of the first levels and all the seconds, and 2/3 left. Okay. And you guys now, your current character sheets have nothing checked off, right? I guess that'll give you all your rages back.
I've got them.
And did you correct how many it should have?
I am at 4 rages now.
Oh, you do?
Just
okay.
Damage doesn't change, yeah.
Okay, let's just see if I can change the... Oops.
Should still be +2.
2 damage? Okay. Everything else seems to be the same, though. Okay, so when you use your rage, use the one under Totem Spirit Bear.
Yeah.
And that will be the correct one. Although I could just cut and paste that text.
It's all good. I can use that.
It's just easier if it's in here. There. Now we can just delete that one. There. That's updated. And then, what does the aspect of the beast do?
It gives me...
You can turn into a bear?
No.
Oh, you
No,
get a benefit.
it just doubles my strength for carrying capacity and lifting. It doubles the amount that I could do.
Maximum
And
load.
then I get advantage checks on strength as far as pushing, pulling, lifting, breaking. So basically, if it's a strength thing, I get an advantage check for it.
Yeah. You can choose the
It's
same
because
animal.
I am huge.
Same animal, you selected a third or different one. So you've gone full bear.
Full bear.
Okay. And you can actually speak with animals too. Never used that ability yet.
No, I've not chanced to. It's not been the right setting.
Yeah, true. Okay, so
I have talked with people. They're animal. But
the
worse.
animals are a lot more reasonable.
I was going to say these ones are less honorable.
Yeah. Okay, so back to down. So you're underneath the city. You've freed all the gladiator slaves and armed them. This has taken about an hour. Treo has gone off to
Signal Mithra.
to get Mithra to do the deed on Pormathal. And so what else is going on at this point? Okay, so yeah, what do you want to do now? Actually, Treo has come back to you, and like about half an hour into that, and he said, "It is done. What do you want him to do?"
Well, we need to see the situation. We need to know what's going on out there. Did you see anything as far as what the city itself is doing?
He said, "I heard more sounds of battle in the direction of the docks, but I haven't seen anything up in this area yet."
So we kind of need to know who's fighting who,
Yeah, agreed.
right? Before,
And who's winning?
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
All right. Then let's go get him then, and he can make it easier for us, I think, to get through to control the city.
very well.
All right, so you guys head out of there. With your, do you take the gladiators with you? I guess.
Of course.
All right, so they follow you, and so you head out into the streets. There's basically not very many people in the streets right now. Looks like people have gone into their homes. It's a short walk over to the castle from here, as you can see on your map, from 5 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And on your way, you have a young page runs up to you guys and says, "Is there a Paulian here?"
That's me.
He says, "I have a message for you from Jaradil." That's the Blade Singer.
Right. Okay. Yes.
He says
Quickly.
he said that there's an attack at the docks by the hobgoblins, and they were in the shanty town, and they want you to know that they're in the process of moving the people in the shanty town to the south to get them away from the battle.
To the farms.
Yeah, to the farms.
What are their forces like?
The forces of the hobgoblins?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they looked pretty organized as far as I could tell. They were already fighting on the docks, and they looked like they were winning.
How many of them are there, though?
I couldn't tell. I was in a hurry to get to you guys. I just barely got into the city before they closed the gates.
If this is coordinated attack, then hobgoblins potentially will be distracting people at the docks, and that will give the barbarians chance to come through the gate.
He says, "Oh, those guys with the bear skins?
Yeah.
They were fighting too.
They were fighting hobgoblins?
Some of them
or
are
with
fighting the
hobgoblins?
hobgoblins, and some of them are already in the city. They seem to be helping the guards, though, so that's weird.
Interesting.
There's a lot of chaos down there, so I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that going around.
Alright, did you want me to send any message? I can't really get out of the city now, but do you want me to send anybody else a message?
Who else do we know that might not be up to speed?
So, let's just get the list of people you have. So you guys have Bale and Ulf with you. You have Mithra impersonating Pormathal. You have Treo with you. You assume Zaramani and Jaredil are together and outside the city. And then Velina's with you, so all your support team are there. You also have the people you contacted in the city. You had made a meeting, or you had made an arrangement with the dock worker leader. So you don't know what's happening with him. He's probably fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Or retreated.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And then the only other people you've actually met, I think you met with some of the free gladiators from the Gladiators Guild. And
as well as the guards that are loyal to the Imperial.
Yeah, you met someone outside the city who told you there was someone inside the city that was secretly the guard faction that is still loyal to the Empire.
Yes, their leader's name was Trellington, I think.
That's right, yeah. I think that would be in your notes. Yeah, loyalists were Trellington. The neutral mercenary type was Bronson, and the traitors was Pormathal. The dock worker dwarf's name was Crawler. Oh, and the tiefling I was talking about was called the Bull.
Mm-hmm.
You mention him even in your report.
It's funny you should mention the name you want buried.
If you have any inside information on this guy, let me know.
Oh, another thing you had found was there was a leader of the Hill's Edge Guards, the official leader, Xandrinus, was working with Pormathal. So you'd already found some information about him, which I'll assume that Mithra has information about, so he knows who that guy is. So when he talks to him, he doesn't have to pretend he doesn't know him or not realize he's the leader. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have you have a different note in.
Well, I think we would get the page to go get Trellington, to get him and the loyal guards to meet us. Because that way we'll be able to tell who's who.
Okay. Alright, so he says, alright, I'll find Trellington, and what do you want me to tell him?
Where do you think we should meet, Polian? Where are we going to go?
And where can we meet? Can you? Oh, I can bring up the town map, can't I? So the town guard are fighting against the hobgoblins, right?
Yeah. Hobgoblins seem to
What it
be
seems.
trying to capture the docks and then possibly attacking the city.
Right. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then the castle. Sure, it's got that jerk in it, but like.
No, it doesn't. It's got our jerk in it. I'm for it. We can defend the castle. There's a lot of town in between, though.
That is true. Well, we could. I think maybe meeting at the castle. I wouldn't mind looking around, like seeing if we can get up on the wall, see what's outside.
Very well.
All right, so meet
The
at
castle it is.
at the gate, or
Well, I'd like to look outside at the gate anyway.
so. Do you want to? You guys are just arriving at the castle now, when after walking away, or yeah, I guess that guy's still following you. So you're still walking towards the castle. Yep.
So 10 or 11. You're thinking get up on the top of the tower? Is it at 10?
Yeah, just to see what's going on at the docks.
Okay, so are you gonna get Pormethol / Mithra, or are you gonna just head straight there and send this kid ahead to get the loyalists to be there?
We should probably regroup, I guess, first.
So all meet at castle.
Yep. Let's do that first.
Okay. So
that's what we'll do.
He goes off to get that guy, and you guys go enter the castle. The guards just stand aside and let you in. So you guys walk in with no trouble.
Okay.
And
we'll go find Pormethol.
Yeah, he's in the main entrance hall, and he's giving orders to people. And he says, he speaks in the pompous voice of the guy. He says, you've arrived. Yes, I need your help. I would like you guys.
What do you need us to do?
I would like you guys to help coordinate. Oh, and you've brought the gladiators. Perfect. Yes, we'll need their help as well. And he says, I offer freedom to all of you if you help the city repel these invaders. And he winks at you guys.
Yep. Everybody's like, yeah!
They go, yeah! They can't wait to fight. And fight for their freedom. Even though you already gave them their freedom.
This makes it look legit.
Yeah. A few of the gladiators also seem to get the idea of what's going on, because they were close enough when Treo came up.
Mm-hmm.
They so he says, all right, so I need you guys to go and check out the situation at the wall. I'm going to gather up the remaining guard leaders and get them to head towards there. And I'm going to get everybody to man the walls. I'm sending... you guys haven't told him about Trellington yet. So he says, I'm going to send somebody to make sure we just keep an eye on the Nobles Gate, because there may be another attack from that side.
This is good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We will go to main gate.
And he picks out a couple of the gladiators that seem pretty capable and sends them, tells them to go to the Nobles Gate, including the bull.
Maybe I'll stop by there later then.
You really got it out for that guy. You give him the old the two fingers and point at him, point at your eyes and point at him. I'm watching you.
Watching you.
Well, if I'm wrong, it's just be embarrassing. So I gotta make sure I'm right.
All right, and then he goes back to ordering people and getting a plan together. Trejo says, "Do you want me to stay with him or with you guys?"
Him is fine.
As much as I would like your blades by my side, I think it'd be best if you stayed with him just in case.
Yeah, I think protection might be a good idea.
Ah.
All right, and
you know that Trellington is coming, so
he's also been watching with Mithra, so he can help him if there's any slip-ups.
Mhm.
All right, he goes to join him, and you guys head down to the main gate. So now it's been about another hour by the time you get there, and you get up on top of the gate, and there's already fighting on the top of the towers. You see now that there are siege towers there, hastily crafted siege towers. So basically just like ladders built out of pieces of wood.
Can't anyone craft a siege tower anymore?
Yeah. Mostly just ladders, actually. And then you get up onto the towers, and now you can see a bit of what's going on. In a sec.
Hello.
Okay.
The docs are storming the gate.
So what you can see from the top is there's some fighting going on. They're repelling hobgoblins from getting in here, but is not going too well. Down by the docks there are the 3 ships are there. They are no longer firing cannons, but they have cannon ports open. The airship is now hovering above the let's see if I can move it. Oh no, I can't move it once it's placed. Anyway, it's hovering above the dock land area, and there are some hobgoblin leaders in the airship directing and calling out with kind of megaphones to their men, and they're shouting in hobgoblin, which you guys don't speak. And so there's a fight going on for this front gate.
Well, then we will join in the fight.
All right. So
Pagoda was surprised by this attack. Where's he? He should be visible from just about anywhere.
Well, you don't see him anywhere down here. You do see no, you wouldn't see anything. No, you don't see any sign of him.
Do we see any raging barbarians at this end? Fighting against the hobgoblins?
You see some dead bearskins on the road leading up to the
roadkill. I like it.
Yeah, leading up to the castle, as well as like guards that went out of the city. You see that the shanty town down below there is mostly abandoned. You see a few
This is good.
hobgoblins are like walking around there, just looking for stuff. But generally, they're all at this siege. And you also see this once you get up there and start like helping to fight off the ones on the tower. You also see coming from the shantytown area, along like one of the shacks there has been kind of put over top of a big log, and they are kind of walking this thing
Gathering
towards the gate. And the guys on the top are shooting arrows at it, but it's just hitting the little shack on top of it.
Are there arrows flaming? That would be helpful.
How many of them can I get in a 40-foot circle?
Well, you could probably get that whole shack in the circle. So, do you have? Oh yeah, you got all your spells back. So.
Yes.
Yep.
Is it time to rain down some holy justice?
I think it is. Like, this does seem like a tactically hazardous situation. So, yep.
All right, roll just roll your damage then, and you can easily place it on there.
Fireball. Ooh, some of those are good. 35. That is really good.
Okay, let me move this out of the way. Okay, 35. So I'm gonna just do a kind of a general save here. All right, so all those guys take that in there. A bunch of guys fall burning. The shack is obliterated. There's still like about 4 guys who are like badly singed, who are still kind of trying to pull the log, but they realize that with their other guys' help, they're kind of screwed, so they run back towards the shantytown.
Hey.
And the archers try to shoot at them. Let's make a rough archer roll. Oh, and they get some good shots in. Okay, they take down 2 of them. So the other 2 are kind of just take cover now. I'm just going to sort of play this out as kind of just a narrative kind of battle until you get into an actual straight one-on-one.
The gladiators, as a group, we're going to help fight everything on the top of the battlements. Push off the ladders. Split the ladders in 2.
Do you see on the Hill's Edge map that everything turned black?
No.
No.
That's weird.
Just on yours.
Only on mine. Okay, what if I just close it and open it again?
I think Pollion's fireball was a little stronger than we thought.
Yeah, it took out the whole army. Alright, so what are you going to do now?
We're going to gladiators are going to attack everything up on the battlements.
Okay, so they spread out and start repelling the hobgoblins that get up to the wall.
Yes, well, we could also, depending upon how many are on the ladders, we could just hack the top rung, and then one gladiator takes one rung, the other gladiator takes the other side, and they go opposite directions.
Yeah, a couple of them have the gaffy sticks, so they actually use them to like push the ladders off, and so they fall over, and a bunch of the hobgoblins go crashing to the ground. At this point, once you guys kind of get up there and show a little bit more resistance, the hobgoblins decide that it's not working and back off into their fortifications that they've set up at the edge of the town there. So the edge of where that line is where their kind of fortifications are. So they've got some like wooden fortresses set up there, and they're spread out around the dock area. And they've also got some of the houses in the dock area. There's more than just these like few houses there. There's a bunch more around this area. So they've set up in those houses, and they move back into that area and kind of take cover. And so for now, there's a little bit of a lull in the fight. All the people on the wall, there's a bunch of people who got attacked and killed, and the medics kind of pull them aside and see who's alive or dead and help those who are wounded, and everybody kind of just takes a a rest and get a chance to breathe while this lull happens. Do you guys want to go down there and attack them, or just keep it here? Do you want to use more spells?
We don't have the forces to break into an occupied village yet. Except, I mean, we could maybe stealth, but like, as far as like an attack goes, it'd be pretty dangerous.
So, what's happening now is the game that you were in had ended early, so it was still early evening. Like, it's around dinner time. You took another hour to rest and another hour after that, so it's more like about 8 now, and the sun is starting to go down.
Okay.
You don't have fly, do you?
I just got it.
Well.
Oh, and speaking of that, Barash, you just leveled up. You just noticed that the those nubs that you had on your shoulders have now turned into wings.
Oh.
You
after
have
a
it
rest.
too.
So they're still small, but you feel like if you concentrated, maybe you could make use of them.
Well, this is no.
They suit you.
Well, thank you. They will be regal one day.
And they are the same color as your scales, so it's not like a creepy like demon thing. It's actually just dragon looking.
Nice. I like this. Yes, I don't know what your thoughts are, Pauline, but you know, how many people could actually be on an airship?
I mean, an airship that is used to transport troops, they probably unloaded most of them. Yeah.
What would happen?
Worse plans.
What would happen if we were to go on top of the balloon of the airship? Is it a balloon?
No, it doesn't look like that. It's actually a magic
Okay.
powered one.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, what if we went up to the top of the balloon and
Pop
cut
the
the
balloon.
balloon?
That would be good.
That would be wonderful.
No, this ship is actually, you can tell from actually no, it is kind of above you. You do see from the sides of it, it does have cannons and ballistae, so they probably have people using those. In fact, you do see a few shots were fired into the wall from the ships in the bay, and you think that maybe they're just getting their troops organized before they start firing again.
Mm.
And now that you think about it, you see them changing gear behind those buildings over there and their defenses, and it looks like they're getting some large shields out, like tower shields. And they're getting into a formation.
Okay, we'll find out. There seemed to be a leader of the guard upon these battlements.
Oh yeah, the guard leader actually where you told Trellington to go to the castle, right? From the page?
Yes, but we told Treo. Well, Treo was with us, and Treo knows where we're going to be. So
Right.
It'll be up to whether or not Treo thinks that it'd be better to have Trellington by his side to help protect Plummetfall,
Okay.
or if he wants to send him up here.
Okay, so yeah, you have the actual leader of the guard there.
Okay.
And he's the one who's been directing the troops. When you came and helped out and attacked the approaching battering ram, he was about to say something, but then when you did that, he's like, okay. So he just sort of let you do that and hasn't said anything yet to you. So do you?
Okay. I just say to him, we're going to have a good attack coming. Do your men have any oil? Because now's the time to cover that ground out front. Shields won't protect them from that.
And he says they already used it when they were trying to climb the when they attacked the walls. Okay, and you now hear some sounds of combat in the shanty town.
Okay. Sorry, the shanty town is...
It's in that V area just below number 10.
Okay.
Just a little bit below there. So it's
just off the screen?
It's just off the screen and up to the edge of the V, but there's nothing that close that you can see, but you do hear some sounds in there.
Okay.
And then you see, before these guys are finished organizing, you see a dwarf in full plate wielding a battle axe just come bursting out of one of the sort of shantytown streets. And a hobgoblin goes flying to the left and flying to the right. And he's just, you see it's Burnside. And he's having the time of his life. He's like shouting and cursing the hobgoblin, saying, "Take that! That'll teach you for messing with a dwarf!" And he starts running up towards the city.
Towards us?
Yep. He's pretty much by himself.
Okay. We'll go
Don't
down
try to
and make sure
retreat
he
into my town.
We'll make sure he gets in through the gate.
Okay, and the other hobgoblins see him running up, and they start shooting arrows at him. And he just holds up his big shield, and it goes tink, 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 tink.
Nice.
And bounces off his plate mail. And then he runs in. You guys open the door quickly. He runs in.
Yep.
He goes, thanks, lads.
No problem. Hopefully there'll be lots of fun for all of us shortly.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, I'm being too loud, apparently. All right, so he comes inside. And, he says so that they evacuated all the people to the south, and the hobgoblins haven't shown much interest in going that way. But he didn't want to leave you guys in the lurch, so he came up here to protect his possessions, basically.
Mm.
So he's basically thrown everything onto himself. You see, he's got everything that he could carry that was worth anything.
Got anything good there?
I was gonna say, anything that's good against demons?
Let's look at his store. Oh no, not under items. Is that under story? Oh, that's his store. Oh yeah, under parcels. Alright, so he's wearing the plate armor +1. He's got... So he basically opens up he has a bag of holding.
Nice.
And he pulls out a bunch of... He's basically got a bunch of armor. He's got that greatsword, the magic greatsword +1.
Mm.
He's got the mithril chain shirt. He has a longsword that is it's called Light Blade, and it is like a regular longsword, except it can also do bonus damage of 1d8 radiant, and it can cast light on itself once per day.
Oof. That sounds like something that could hurt a demon.
Yeah, for sure.
They're probably not immune to it, but there are very few things in 5e that are like vulnerable to types of damage. So, but he's probably not resistant to it.
Yep.
So is it still considered a magic? It's still considered a magic blade, though, right?
Yeah, I would think so. It doesn't have a plus though, so it just does extra damage of radiant, which I assume is magical.
That's its own damage type, though, so
Yeah.
it's not bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing.
Yeah, so
the
it would
standard
be
ones.
it would be like D8 if you're wielding it one-handed. It'd be D8, like slashing damage and D8 radiant, so 2D8 basically.
All right.
So he offers that to you if you want it. He basically pulls out the stuff and says if anybody needs this.
Oh, definitely.
He says, I want it back if you make it out alive.
You bet.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Be way
Actually,
better
technically,
if you got it back
either
if I
of us
died.
don't make it out alive. Yeah.
Does anybody want any better armor?
I don't know that armor is going to help me.
And I've got mage armor. Pretty good.
What does the mithril chain do? Can I even wear things with my wings?
You can, although you'd have to have it adjusted, so if it was magical, it would... Actually, maybe because, yeah, it is mithril is magical armor, so it would adjust to your shape. So... Oh, I made custom rules for what mithril does, because mithril chain does nothing in 5e, which is dumb. But let me find those rules. Those rules.
Yeah, if it's considered light armor and will increase my armor class, I'm all for it.
House rules. There we go. And let's move this over here. Actually, I'll just put that over so people can see if they're curious. So for mithril, the weight of it is half its normal weight. So mithril of any type normally only negates stealth penalties and strength requirements, making it almost useless to put on medium armor. So I change it to have, if the armor does not impose a disadvantage on stealth, then the bearer will never have a disadvantage on stealth while wearing it, unless blatantly being not stealthy. If the armor does not impose a strength requirement, then the dex limit is +1 higher than it would be. And then there's some additional stuff about Elven Chain, and if the armor is also magical bonus, then the magical bonus can also be added to stealth checks if it's mithril and has a bonus.
Okay, so I guess
chain shirt is... So let me look that up. Chain shirt 5e. So it is 20 pounds, so it only weighs 10 pounds. It is arm class 13 plus your dex modifier max 2. So in this case it would be max 3. And
would it be no limit? No dex penalty? No dex limit?
If the armor does not impose a strength requirement, then the dex limit is +1 higher.
Oh, okay.
So max 3.
So I would get 3 for that.
Yeah, you're better off with just no armor because you get your con bonus. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't really help you.
Okay.
Also, he has.
Sword.
I think he had an adamantium. He has an adamantium breastplate. So I had a roll for adamantium too, I think.
0 could use the chain shirt.
Alright.
His AC is only 14.
Can
So
he
that
use
would-
medium armor though?
Oh, that's a good question. What's that under? Abilities?
Efficiencies.
Abilities. Light armor. Nope, he can't.
Which seems weird to me that a chain shirt isn't light. Its AC is only 13.
Well, I got news for you, buddy. At one point, you were an aluminum
that's
one?
true,
No,
that's true.
damn it. The rest of us wore steel ones.
But hey, we're talking about mithril, right?
Yeah, they were pretty hefty, though, weren't they?
They were hefty.
But yeah, it says this one only weighs 20 pounds, so. I think the ones you guys had was more than that.
I know. Yes. Oh well, still fun. And then even the mithril one would only be 10 pounds.
So if he... Oh yeah, he can only do light, so... What else does he have? He does have... the breastplate, which is also medium.
So here's a question. If mithril chain is half the weight, which takes it down to 10, and leather armor is 10, would that make mithril chain perhaps light?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Not officially, but kind of
Yeah, I
does
think
make
it's
sense in
skill
the
with the-
basis of like Lord of the Rings version of it, right?
Yeah. I would say... Well, I think it's more skill with just knowing how to wear it properly.
Very
well,
well.
but then again, you just throw it over your body, really. And studded leather is actually still light, and it's heavier than that.
Well, then it's how you wear the armor.
Yeah, he does have studded leather if he wants to at least go to that. I don't know how many light armors there are. There's just 3? Studded leather, leather, and hide?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'd allow it. Mithril chain shirt can be worn by a rogue.
Actually, I just happened to look up in here. It says mithril is a light, flexible metal, still considered medium or heavy armor.
Oh, still considered. Okay.
Yeah, if the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity check or has a strength requirement, mithril version doesn't.
Strength requirement, yeah. It says that the dex limit?
Mithril. So just type in, what am I in? RD20?
Okay.
And there's a on mithril armor. It just says that if the armor would normally impose a disadvantage on dexterity stealth checks, or has a strength requirement, the mithril version of the armor doesn't. But it's still called up armor, medium or heavy.
Yeah, so it doesn't impose a disadvantage on dex. That's why I thought it was kind of useless, because it doesn't have a strength requirement either, so it's kind of just no better than...
No. Not really.
So that's why I added my own thing, that it just decreases...
Yep.
Or increases the dex.
All for it. But I was just commenting on the fact that it actually says armor, medium, or heavy. So
Right.
it doesn't. It even as mithril armor, it's not light. So it is just the type.
Yeah.
Let's go kill things.
I mean, let's just give him the studded leather and go with that.
Very well.
Inventory. I'm surprised he didn't already have that. Add. Okay, then equip it. Unequip the leather. Okay, does that auto update his AC? Yeah, it did. Okay, so at least he's one better now. I mean, honestly, you know what? I'm gonna allow the mithril. It just seems like such a weak thing to even have in the game that I think making it light is reasonable. All right, let's give him that. Wait, what? It said graceful teen shirt. Oh. Alright, we'll just see if that works. Okay, yeah, I gave him the 16.
Yes.
And the proficient says yes, so his dex, oh, it would be only max 3 though. Which is, oh yeah, that's what he is, so that still works, yeah, so he gets 16. That's not too crazy, really, for a rogue to have 16 dex, or 16
No.
AC. Still pretty crappy AC. Alright, so he gets that.
16's not bad in 5e, I don't think.
Yeah, but I'll let him have it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so, and then...
I just don't think it's a bad AC, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Did you want the longsword, Barash?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let me give that.
I've actually just tried adding it onto my
I can just drag it
fantasy
over.
grounds. Oh, okay.
And then equip. And now you should see it under actions. There you go.
Excellent, thank you.
Oh, it only says 1d8 radiant.
1d8
does it
plus
just
4.
replace it? That's lame.
Well, that's better than, as long as I'm hitting with a magic attack that he isn't potentially resistant to.
Yeah, true. Okay, I guess that's... I mean, let's just try rolling that. So, yeah, it just rolls a d8. It makes it radiant. Huh. Oh well. That's probably explains why it's so cheap. Because even adding a d8 of damage seems like it would cost a little bit more than just a +1 sword. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so that'll give you that. And that's pretty much it for his valuable stock. He has crossbows and stuff like that, so he hands those out to the gladiators who probably don't have ranged weapons. And yeah, he equips up to
Yeah,
people who need better armor.
I might take one of those actually, because I'm not throwing my dagger.
Do you want, yeah, do you want a light crossbow or a hand crossbow? I think you can only use a hand crossbow.
Yeah, it might be. I even had one for a while, but
yeah, I think it was
I'll take
to
the
him
hand
that you sold it. It's the same one. There you go. You can have this back.
Woohoo! Can I have some ammo for it? How about 20 bolts?
I think that's what you had, yeah. Did these have slots for ammo?
I just put ammo in it, and there's little 20 check boxes beside it now.
Oh, okay. Ah, perfect, yeah. Alright, there you go. That does more damage than your dagger anyway. I'm surprised a hand crossbow does D6.
Yeah, it's not plus 6 though.
To hit
Only
with it?
D6 plus 3. Yeah, so like the Demon Slayer, if it's a demon, it's a D6 plus 6 or D4 plus 6.
Oh wait, for your damage if it's a demon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll assume you add that when we need to.
Yeah, I got 2 different versions of the dagger there that I'll roll the one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Roll the one that I need.
Right. Cool. Okay, so anything else? I don't think there's anything else you want from him, unless you want to upgrade your armor, Paulian. Oh no, you have armor spell.
No, I'm good.
And Zero just did that. Eiley has, I think, the best armor he can use. What? He only gets 1? Oh, he must have leather. I wonder if a druid can use oh, he probably has to be trained to get heavy armor anyway. Yeah, I think he had the best armor he could get. Because I don't think they're allowed to use studded leather.
Who's that?
Eiley, as a druid. You can only use organic armors.
Oh. I thought that was like a... I thought they did away with that. And kind of went with like... That most orders really... Most clerics don't really choose to do that, but they can do what they want.
The druids are more nature-based, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's not a cleric.
Cleric again, yeah. I've made that mistake so many times, even after running him.
Okay, let me just check what armor he can wear, and then we'll get back to the combat. Yeah, it's listed in the player's handbook that they are restricted to non-metal armor. It does show here that studded leather is allowed, so he could go up to that. Or hide, which is medium armor, but it's the same as studded leather in AC. So... Oh, ringmail allowed? What? No.
Seem right?
Rings are made out of metal. It says ring. Does not actually prescribe metal rings. Rings can be made from other materials such as hardwood, stone, or bone. What about splint mail? Alright, well, for now it says studded leather's okay. I guess you could make the rivets out of non-metal. Oh, but I guess this one isn't. Yeah, he'll stick with his leather armor, I guess.
Just easier sometimes.
Yeah.
He's not our front line guy anyway.
He'll get some like hardwood ring mail or something from the dwarf later. Okay, so as you guys are getting ready to see what to do next, the other gate. Now, who is guarding the other gate? You sent a couple of the gladiators, and I think Mithra's going to send some people over there, right?
Mm.
Okay, so let me think what would happen. So yeah, something is happening at the other gate.
Oh, there's the. Can we see it from the castle? I mean, that seems feasible if we get up to a high enough tower or something.
You guys are on the highest tower on your gate, so you can see over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you can see beyond it. There's like a cloud of dust, and it seems to be the force of bearskins is coming in there.
Hmm. And is Pagoda with them?
You can't see from where you are yet. This wall, you can also walk all the way along it, so you could just start heading along the wall.
I think we head along the wall.
Alright, you guys tell the other guys to defend against whatever the hobgoblins are going to throw. And you start making your way. So I assume you bring your whole party and any of the gladiators, you're going to leave them there?
Leave some, probably, but...
And any of the support team you want to bring with you?
I think we'd bring the whole support team with us.
Okay, so they all go with you.
We know what sort of badass this guy is. I'm less worried about the...
I'm going to assume that you guys left Phineas's body in the arena, because you didn't want to be carrying around a head and a body everywhere. Velina will get to it later. Yeah, down in the area with the. In fact, you could have just locked it in with in the weapons room that you guys cleared out.
Yes. Or we could have left it at our hotel is actually between the gladiator place and the palace.
Yeah, because you had gone to the palace, talked to Porthal, then you could have gone around, dropped it off there, and then headed back. So which would you rather have left it at? I'm not going to worry about which retconning anything, but you just say where you want it to be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me, Brian.
Not too worried about it. I wouldn't put it in the palace. We could leave it in the hotel.
Okay, so it's in your room at the hotel. Okay, you guys make your way along this wall, and as you approach the final tower before you get to the gate, you see that the gate is open and the bearskins are just walking in.
Where are the people that we thought were over here?
And now you see coming from the direction of the hotel, Pormathal and some of his guards and Treo are coming.
But they're not here yet?
Not here yet. Yeah.
Up the gate.
You guys are going to head to the gate and shut it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so
Limit the number.
you walk over there and you see that the other lieutenant is there, the mercenary one, Bronson.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed in the notes of the things you sent, we had 2 names for him in there. So I'd probably given a name and then thought I hadn't given a name.
Gave him a different name.
So I will assume that Bronson is his last name and the other name is his first name. But Trellington was definitely there. So Trellington is with Mithra Pormathal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So yeah, that other Lieutenant Bronson is on the wall giving orders to let the bearskins in. And Pormathal is running up and yelling, waving his arms, saying, "No, don't let them in." And you guys are running from the wall, saying, "No, don't let them in."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so same thing is happening, and then the guy is like looking around. He like shrugs and holds his arms up, and the gate is still open. He's not closing it. There's probably about 300 or so regular bearskins coming in there now.
Yes, well, like I said, we're going
You
to close
book it? Okay, you run over
Yes.
there. He goes, "What? They're our allies."
Yes, don't
And-
think so.
And Pormathal gets close enough now to yell. He says, "They're not our allies anymore. Shut the gate." And he goes, "Oh." And so now he's trying to shut it. The bearskins see what's happening, and they now start rushing and pushing in, and they start fighting with the guards.
Okay. Well, let us engage with some bearskins.
All right. Do you want to jump down, or you want to?
Yep. I'll jump
Which
down.
side? Inside the gate, I assume.
Inside the gate.
Okay. Does one of you, or do you want to assign somebody to like make sure the gate definitely gets closed? Because you feel like you're not sure you can trust this guy.
Because I have like 1 spell slot left, so.
Okay. All right. So you stay up, and then what about the support team? Are they going to jump down too?
Yes, I would think so.
Okay. So actually, they're gonna have to climb down because it's pretty high. Unless you want to. Actually, you with your wings, you can just put them out.
I was
going to
say, I'm going
down.
to try jumping down and see whether or not the wings actually will at least slow me.
Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you kind of how they work, just to keep things going. So basically, they are small, but they're partially magical because all dragons' wings are actually magical. They couldn't actually lift them off the ground if they weren't. So you have a bit of magical power in them, but you can only use them to actually fly as the fly spell for 1 minute per day. And it's a minute of you turn it on, and then it lasts a minute. So it's a once a day thing.
That's fine.
But I'll allow you to use it to glide to find that out. So
All right.
you glide and it does work, and then you figure that out. That's how it works.
Okay.
You feel that the energy is draining from it if you used it to actually fly.
Got it.
Okay, so you glide to the ground. The others go down the ladder or whatever, the stairs. And so they so Pormethal has come with a bunch of guards, so they kind of start engaging with the bearskins. And oh, actually, it's 1:45 so I think we'll just stop there and we'll start with that combat next time. Because if we start a combat now, it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
So yeah, we'll just finish it up early, but that'll be the situation. So the bearskins are coming in this way. You guys have a bunch of them to fight in here. I'll say before we go that the doors do get closed under your direction, so you can close them off. But the bearskins still try to attack.
Very well.
All right, and yeah, so we'll just end it there. Thanks everybody for watching. I didn't do a contest today, but I don't think we have any people to enter that anyway. So I think Priest is the only one that would be, and he's lurking. So next time I'll probably do the contest again if we get over. Basically, I'll do the contest anytime we have more than one subscriber in the chat, so we can get that going. That'll be how it goes. Okay, sounds good. And so for next time, we'll just start with the battle, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so siege has begun. Okay, exciting. And you haven't. So from the wall, one more thing I'll say is that you didn't see Bagoda in this group. So it looks like he sent his army here, or called his army, but you don't know where he is right now.
All right. Well, next time we'll find out where he is after all of his troops fall.
That's just some of them.
Well, I said all.
Yeah. I meant all. All right, thanks for playing, guys. We will continue it next week.
Thank you.
And
I'm
gonna do a raid to someone else, and then we'll close the stream. All right, thanks for coming, and check out my YouTube channel if you want to see the previous episodes of the show. All right, good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Okay, and